Hi, boys and girls. Today, I'm going to do a video for you that will, I hope, help you with the next math unit. This math unit is called Converting Measurements, and it means we're going to be getting like a measurement of something, and we have to convert it into a different measurement. For example, maybe I wanted to know if I had 24 inches, how many feet would that be? Or maybe I had 12 feet and I wanted to know how many inches that would be. So that's what we're going to do. And when you're converting measurements, you are going to either divide or multiply. And I have a little poem that I think will help you remember what to do. And I'll explain it a little bit as well. So here's my poem. It starts out like this: horse to fly, multiply. Now, when I say horse, a horse is a lot bigger than a fly, of course, even though this is a massive fly, but horses are bigger than flies. So you have to think about the units of measurement. A foot is bigger than an inch. Okay? So if I knew how many feet I had and I wanted to find out how many inches, that would be a horse to fly situation. And horse to fly means you multiply. All right. The other part of this poem is fly to horse. Divide, of course. So this is going to be where, say, for example, I had inches, which are small compared to feet. If I knew how many inches, I would need to find out how many feet I'm going to divide. So when I go from a small unit to a larger unit, that means you divide. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in on my notes here. Do a couple. All right, here's one. Zoe needs to know how many inches are in 10 feet. Okay, well, I have feet and I have inches. Now, if you know anything about feet and inches, feet are bigger than inches. So this is larger, bigger. This is smaller. So, is that a horse to fly situation, or is it a fly to horse situation? Oops, that's supposed to be a question mark. If we have 10 feet, that means we're starting with a big unit and we are moving to a smaller unit. So in this case, that is a horse to fly situation. We're going to need to multiply. So what I do is then I look over at my conversion. Now this box here is a conversion chart for length. And in this conversion, I see the one that matches this problem is 1 foot equals 12 inches. I know I'm going to need to multiply, so I take my 10 feet, I multiply it by 12 to find out how many inches. 10 times 12, that's mental math. You have 1 0 here. 1 times 12 is 12, and then 1 0 gives you 120 inches. Okay, let's take a look at another one. A tree is 24 feet tall. How many yards is that? Okay, so I have feet, and I'm trying to find out how many yards that is. Feet are smaller, and yards are bigger. Okay, I have the feet, I don't know the yards. I need to go from feet to yards. So, is that a horse to fly situation or a fly to horse situation? Well, feet are smaller and so are flies. So fly to horse, we're going to need to divide, of course. So we're going to take our 24 feet, and looking over at my conversion, I can see here that 1 yard equals 3 feet. So I'm going to need to divide that by 3. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. So the answer is 8 yards. All right, one more problem. This one's a little trickier, but not too much. Mr. Thornton is 2 yards and 3 inches tall. How many inches tall is he? Well, I'm not 3 inches tall. If I was 3 inches tall, I could fit in your pocket, but no, I'm 2 yards and 3 inches tall. So what I have to do here is I have to find out how many inches is 2 yards, and then I'm going to add 3 more inches to that total. So really what I need to find out here is 2 yards equals how many inches? So think about that. Yards, inches. I know that yards are larger, and I'm changing them to inches, which are smaller. So, horse to fly, fly to horse. Which one is it? I bet you're all thinking, I hope you're thinking the right answer. This is a horse to fly situation. So I'm going to need to multiply to get my answer. Now, looking over here at the conversion chart, I have yards equals 3 feet, but it equals 36 inches. You kind of have to skip over the feet to look and see how many inches. 1 yard equals 36 inches. So 2 yards times 36 inches is going to give us 72 inches. So my question is Mr. Thornton 72 inches tall? Well, not yet. We still have to add that 3 extra inches. So I'm going to add 3 more, and I will get my total 75 inches. Okay? I hope you learned this poem and kind of, there we go. I hope that poem helps you in what you're going to be doing for the next couple weeks. This is a longer unit than the last one. And I hope these, these pictures will help you. You're going to see them in some other materials I'm going to create for you. But for now, I am going to say goodbye and have a lovely weekend.